Oh, yeah, folks, if you're tuning in here today, then you've probably seen some headlines or maybe heard a little bird on the wire saying that someone's invested now into SoFi and someone that's kind of big in the financial world. Cathie Woods, got an interesting spelling to her name. We're going to show you a few things interesting about this and what could her buy in on Friday. She purchased quite a few shares, and what could her buy in? 283,996 shares that she purchased. And so my question is, having done so, then how could that affect the price possibly with SoFi come Monday? So let's take a look at it. I'm going to put this up here. Appreciate it while I do this right here that if you subscribe down there, down below, and almost made a mistake. I got to make this the right. And let's see, right there. All right, we got it right now. Let's go here and show you all this exciting stuff. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. But please do like this video if you think this will be helpful, and for other people too, because then it gets shared. Obviously, you know about the algorithms and how they work. And if you subscribe and hit the notification bell, you know how that works too. Hopefully, that is that you'll next time I come up with valuable information, if you think it is, you'll be informed. So I got one sheet today, and we're going to start the timer now. Set alarm for 4:54 p.m. So it's Saturday at 4:44. I like the number 8, so that's good. Let's talk about what's going on here with Cathie Woods and what's happening, and maybe a little bit of history in case you're new to the SoFi stock. So let's go back to the very beginning, a long, long time ago, and that would involve, I believe, let's see if we can get over here the 1 year chart. And if you get over here even further back, you can see, interestingly enough, what's happened here during the last month or so since the first part of May. And we've seen several things occur. Okay. So out of the gate, you can see what was happening. The price here back on May the 31st. Let's see. Let me go back a little bit further. Oh, come on. Let's get over here. There we go. This is where I want to be closer. We're going to get even further back here because, golly, just look at the chart there. Get on back here to May the 1st. There we are. Now we're getting where we want to be. Well, we're very close because on May the 1st, they released earnings. And just like they've done so many times before, we'll go to the summary page and look what they did on the earnings over here. And just like before, the last 4 quarters, they beat the street here here's the estimates down here. So they beat by a penny. Here they beat by a penny. Here they're beat by 4 cents, you see. Here they beat again. And so every time the estimates come out, this company has been outperforming over the last 4 quarters, and it happened again on the 15th. So what happened on the 15th, you can see basically, see right about here, May the 1st. Okay, I back up. They announced the earnings on May the 1st, and look at the first, bam, down it went. Fell about 11% by May the 3rd. They had really knocked the dirt out of it. Started to recover, okay, which it should have because they beat the street, and this was obvious that something was very odd here with this move, or at least in my opinion. I could be wrong. But I think some people were caught off guard and just really wanted to get in on this stock, but at a lower price, and they have their ways and means, and boom, phone call here, phone call there. Next thing you know, the thing starts to go back up, though. As you can see here, it made a nice improvement, starting to move back up. But then right here, what happens? We get a downgrade. Okay, and this is the first downgrade of many downgrades which are about to come. And you'll see if you look back here, first of all, right here, this is 2 months ago. This is down 20% after excellent earnings. You can see it fell even further than I just said, 20%. I mean, why? This was what I was wondering. And I owned about a few hundred shares at the time. And because I just kind of started small, like I suggest everyone always do, and work your way up. So when it came down 20%, guess what I decided to do? I'm buying in. So I did. Price was around 470 or so. Price started to climb back up. And as it started to climb back up, you can come down here and you can go look at it going up. You can see the price 518, 534, 538 going on up, and then bam, right here, looks what happens on it's a Friday. This is always a Friday when they like to do these things. Friday, 5/22 closes the volume. You can see how low it is over here compared to these days recently. And on the 22nd, the 522 price, the next day, this is after news, by the way, was coming out about the new the bill the debt bill ceiling bill being signed. And great news for them because it was going to end the moratorium on student loan payments. People are going to have to start paying back the school loans. Great news for SoFi. But instead, what happens on the 15th? A downgrade by a gentleman by the name of David Chervieni or something like that. I can't pronounce it right. Chervini. Chervini. Look at this guy's ratings that made look at all this volume jumping to 103 million on this guy's downgrade, saying the price on SoFi was only worth $2.50 a share. And so the price had been 522. Next thing you know, in the midday, it's down to 445. It was actually early morning when it did that. But then people started looking into this guy's review ratings, and some people then all of a sudden found out, guess what? I think I might have got bamboozled. So you can see the price on that day. If you look back to the chart, it just started going up and up and up and up, like it's done on every single downgrade. Drops like a rock, then right on back up. So here's what I want to show you. The reason I point out that this is such a travesty that so many people fell for this right here in this downgrade, because look at this guy's rating here, his success rate. He's negative 35%. It's negative 7.6 return. David Chiaverini. There he is, Chiaverini. Look at this analyst star rating here. You can't even see him rated. He's got a little tip of a yellow star right there. Are you starting to see this? So anyway, contrast that to the guy that just came out with a rating on Friday, yesterday. His name is Andrew Jeffrey. He happens to work and has, look at this rating on him. He raised the price target from $8 to 11 on Friday. Look at his average return. Which one of these horses, this one here, might be called a horse of something else? Or do you want to hook your wagon to this horse? So just showing you that. Thought you might find it interesting. And if you did, again, I hope you give me a thumbs up. So get on back here. I want to talk about this Cathie Woods deal because it really is big. So I've shown you the history on what's going on with SoFi with the pricing and the downgrades and stuff. And they've just downgrades just been coming like mad. And if you get over here to this SoFi technical chart here, look at this. And to give you an idea, over the last month, look at these prices. You can see here these major swings. And I'm going to go back to May the 30th, right? Look at the swing here. You got a 559 low and a 605 high on May the 30th. So how much is that right there? See, that's a difference of 64 cents right there. And then I believe that's right. I could be wrong. 559, 605. Yeah, that's correct. 64 cents. Then you look up here the next day, the 31st. Look at this difference, 702 to 610. That's a 92-cent gap. And this is a big swing. And the reason I'm pointing this out because I'm going to compare it to another stock that Cathie Wood just bought into, Palantir. But I'm going to get that in a second. Look at these big swings, though. I'm going to keep going here just a little bit. If you look down here at June the 9th, you'll see another big swing on this thing. June the 9th, it swung from a high of 881, 811. June the 9th, where's that? Get up here one more. There it is, 881, 811. How much is that difference? 70 cents, another big swing. And you might not think that's a very big swing, but when the price is down low like this, it's a 5, 6, 7% swing these times, you know. And then we're looking at our June the 12th. You can see the next day. Here we go, 930 to 840, a 90-cent swing. If you're day trading, folks, and you're using, 5,000 shares, boy, you're coming in real well here on this. And you can see the trait every daggum day on this thing. It's been over the last, they've come at it every single day, big time in the morning, right out of the gate. Look at these major drops here. Just every single morning, wham, just wham. Look at that. Well, look at the turnaround, though, after it got to the 15th, when this guy came out, David Chiaverini. And you can see the turnaround. You can look at that chart. Let me get back over to it. Everybody looked into it that day, and whoa, it started going back up. Got on up here, and man, next thing you know, the daggum thing, this guy's target was $2.50, but instead the price is $10.23 3 weeks later. And as you can see, there was a lot of volume, a lot of attention. Did this guy actually put more attention on SoFi? I think he did, and I think people started looking into it more, and they started seeing some interesting things. They came over here and they saw this. Look over here. The revenues beating the street all the time. Look at these annual. These are annual financials. Their revenues. They went 4 years ago from 442 million, climbed to 565 million 0.53 the next year. This is right when COVID was full swing, 2020, 2021. They went up again majorly, increase there. You can see to 977.3 million, and the following year, 2022, 1.52 billion people. You don't see this kind of growth in the other bank stocks. The only one that even come close would be Bank of America. But anyway, they're really starting to capture a lot of business here, as you can see. And you can see there's the coverage here. There's 15 analysts covering. I think it's gone up to 17 analysts now. But anyway, right here, you can see that there were 4 saying strong buy, 4 saying buy, 7 lately saying hold. But no one's saying to sell this. I got news for you, too. You come over here and you come up to this tab over here, you can go to holders. And as of, and I keep track of this on my wall up here, as of May the 11th, there were 613. Oh, hold on. I'll have to decline this and get back to her. All right. So anyway, that's my wife, and she's called Sweetie Petey. But look at these institutions. They're still holding here. They haven't let up. You got Vanguard Group piled in. They got a bunch of money's worth here. You can see how much they're holding. These are the big guys. They know how to make money. Anyway, all right. Oh, my goodness. There's my alarm for 10 minutes. I'm going to have to snooze, and we'll try to cut it just a little bit shorter. Here we go. I'm going to just fast forward really fast through this. So anyway, as I said, I was going to talk about a stock that she's sure that recently Cathie Woods has started in on, and that is Pltr. And we're going to go right there right now. And we're going to see something very interesting, because what happened was she decided to buy in on this stock, and it's had the same kind of crazy swings on these prices. If you go back, and I suggest you do this, I'm not going to go too much into it, but look at these 1241, 1152, 1210, 1139, these big 80-cent, 90-cent swings. They're all over the place. You can see it every single day. So every day there's some major moves up and down, all right? So this is what I expect to see with Sofi, and if you're a day trader, it's a day trader's dream come true, a lifetime opportunity. Jump on it. Take advantage of it. Hold a big core position. If you've got 200 shares, you hold as a core and trade 10, or if you've got 500 shares and you trade 100, if you hold the core of 1,000 shares, trade 200 shares, hold a core of 5,000 shares and trade 1,000 a day, because folks, this is how you can make a ton of money on this stock, I do believe, because of these daily swings we're going to be seeing. And so I won't say much more about that, but let's talk about what happened to this company after she bought in, because she came in, first of all, it says here, she came in on when the price was on May 17th when she bought in, and the price was a low of $9.46 on that day. And she bought in, and she bought quite a bit at that time. And then on the day that she bought, when it was at 9.46 for a low, that it closed that day at 10.25. 10.25. So I'm telling you this because she decided to buy in on this stock on that date. There was the price, and you can monitor where it was. 10.25 it went to. And then the following day, next day, where did it open? All right. Because it was on a Friday that she did it. It closed at 10.25. Monday opened 21 cents higher. Spike in volume, because the volume before was 63. I don't remember what it was. Let's go down here and look at it on PLTR. What was it on the Friday? Let's see. June 14th, now 9:29. Yes, get down here. Got to find this because I have it on here for sure. And I want to make sure I get this right. She bought two. Goodness gracious. I apologize. I tried to have this traced out for you so it would be quick and easy here. But anyway, she bought on, I know that it was on back on the 17th that they purchased, and they picked up quite a bit of shares. It was Palantir was at 9.46, closed at 10.25. When that was on, she bought Palantir. ARK buys in. She came in close to 10.25, let's say, and that was, and then she came in again on it a little bit later. The date I believe that she came in again was May 22nd. And so you can get an idea. And the volume spiked, by the way, when she made the announcement on the first announcement of going in on PLTR. The volume spiked majorly on the 17th. You can look down here on the 17th when she came in May 17th. Look at the volume, 63 million. The day after, when it opened up at 10.46, 21 cents higher. Look at the volume, 171 million. You think she had some influence on the volume that came in there after she made a decision to buy? Do you think that had any reflection? And look at the price; it just kept going up, 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 and it's 1716 June the 7th. And she bought it again, like I said, not only at that early 17th, but again on the 22nd, and the price average was around 1173, and bought a whole bunch then too. It was a lot. Okay, so anyway, I think that what we're going to see here is a similar pattern, and my final belief is what we're going to see happen on Monday. This is just my hypothetical. I don't really know for sure, but I'm pretty sure we're going to see a flood of volume just like this last time. I think that this is just me talking. The longs are going to take advantage. The hedge funds are not going to be in a panic mode and everything. Everybody might think, oh gosh, they're going to be going crazy buying out of their shorted positions because this is going to. No, they're no idiots. They're not going to fight this volume. They saw what happened on PLTR after she came in. I think they're just going to ride the wave. They're going to come in at 4 o'clock in the morning, start buying up. It's going. I think they're going to keep running it up, and they're going to keep amassing massive numbers of shares. I think it's going to open up and go up to maybe 300 million shares or higher. And I also think that once they accumulate all those shares and have run the price up to the max they can, short selling time, because then they've got millions and millions and millions of shares. And I'm only saying this because I don't want you to get burned. I think it's very possible that once it goes all the way up to maybe $10, 15, 20, it could go higher. I don't know the volume because you're going to have them going long since 4 a.m. and they don't care how high it keeps going because their position's long there. And then it gets up to what, 20, 20, 30, 40. How much have they made now? How much will they have made if they came in on this SoFi stock on this chart right here and shorted it at $24 and all the way down, it falls all the way down to this? How much have they made on the fall? And then how much can they make on this rise if they do that plan? I think they could make double the money again and just get richer and richer and let it just fly in the morning, not come at it, not knock it out. Because every morning you've seen it over the last 5 days. Here's the action. But this time I think it's going to be the opposite. And I think we're going to see, instead of this down here going to here, I think we're going to see here going right on up off of this chart. I do believe. And I think it's going to happen because I think they're going to take long positions at 4 a.m. And we'll see because I'll be up and I'll be watching. And why? So you don't have to. You can just come over when you get up, maybe get up 9 o'clock, or I don't know, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, earlier, later. And you can come over here because if you see the price is falling, you can say, well, where is it really falling? Should I get out? Or do you look at me, come over to early bird, and he's telling you, hey, look, in the morning at 4 o'clock, the price was 30 cents lower, like I did on Friday. I didn't want people to panic when they saw the price was down when they got up, but I had on in the morning early birds telling them, hey, look, here's where it was before. So don't panic now. The doggone thing's recovering. It's actually going up. Might be a good time to get in instead of out. Okay. So anyway, that's all. I think that you'll if you come over to my music channel, because it's the only way I can make money. I'm not monetized here. I don't have enough subscribers. But if you do, come on over. I appreciate it. I'm on Spotify, Google Play, all the music things, and I've got over 100 songs here on YouTube. I'll put a few songs at the end. You can get it, test the water. And if you like those, then you can move over to the other ones. And by the way, I have such a wide variety of songs. I do it all from rap to country to rock to blues to jazz to eclectic music, very much so. A lot of key words there I like to use and innuendo. So come over and give it a try. It won't hurt you. Doesn't cost you a dime. You're already subscribed to the music provider. So, hey, pick my name, Tyler Self, Selph, and subscribe. And that'll help me out a little. If you download songs, I actually make a few pennies. And if you listen, I get a few fractions of pennies. So anyway, I appreciate you doing that. And if anything, click on a couple here at the end and listen to them. I'll put some up for you to try out and wade in. And you might like to just dive in later and try them all out. So that's all. Hey, thanks a lot. I'm going to go ahead and minimize this now. I sure hope I did everything right this time because I just had recorded all of this and made a horrible mistake and had the volume turned off. So again, it's the trials and tribulations. And for all these things, what do I get? Well, I get thanks from you, hopefully. So thank you very much for tuning in today. And again, I always wish you the very much in the way of happiness. I hope you have a happy life. I hope you have a very prosperous future. And I hope that my videos have been helping you. If you got in on SoFi when I started a month and a week, the price was like under $5. So I think now's the time still to get in before this Cathie Woods wave pushes it on up to unknown number. I won't even put a limit on it. That's it. Hey, thanks a lot, folks. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed this. A thumbs up will be appreciated. I'm trying to keep them short, and that's the best I can do. There's so much to say. All right, again, have a peaceful day, prosperous future, and I just wish you the best of health. Bye bye now.